Hello everybody, I'm absolutely delighted to be here at the Point Lowly Lighthouse, and that is going to be the subject of today's video. Now it's currently at about 5:30 in the evening. I've been driving all day to get here. Now I did have a fair old stop for lunch, but I've driven a long way right around the tip and back down here again. So I'm hedging a lot of bets here because, well, the weather's looking fantastic, but I've never been here. I didn't know what to expect. So the first thing I'm going to do before the sun sets, it's only got about 15 minutes, I'm going to have a quick walk around. Let's go and have a look. Now, besides the lighthouse itself, there's a couple of little buildings here which accompany it, and you can see them in the background, painted white. I think they'd look pretty good. This looks like a very dark sky location. I can't see any lights of any sort, well, except that one around here. So yeah, I'm going to be searching for compositions. So we're facing east down that way. So I'll get the lighthouse with the ocean there in the background. I'm going to have a look around here just to see if I can get something else that maybe includes all of these buildings. So I better get snappy time because the time's going to be against me at the moment. And here's the second of those little buildings I was telling you about. I don't know what it is. It's just, it looks like a little prison cell or something. So anyway, they look fantastic. There's angles in every direction here, look pretty good, to be honest. But, oh, I don't know what's with me. Everywhere I'm going lately, there seem to be barriers placed around things. Have a look at this. Look at this. So at the base of the lighthouse, for some reason, they've put up this temporary fencing. I don't know how temporary it is. Don't know how long it's been there. But the orange feet on the bottom, not very pretty for a nightscape image. Anyway, I can't do anything about it. So, you know, there's a bit of a motto in life. If you can't change something, don't get upset about it. So I'm not going to get upset. I'm going to go and work out how I can just work around the limitations. Who knows? I don't know what it's going to look like at night with the light on. I know that's going to brighten up this whole surrounds here. Speaking of surrounds, have a look at these gorgeous little cottages on top of the hill. Don't they look fantastic? So I think they are the original lighthouse keepers' cottages. And I think at the moment they rent them out to people to stay there. I don't think there's anybody there. I'll have a bit of a closer look later. So that's facing northwest. So there's not much in the sky up in the northwest, but doesn't matter. I'm sure there's plenty of other compositions. Well, as you can see, the sun is setting down there and it won't be long, it's going to be dark. So I think what I might do is work out where I'm going to stay here tonight. I'm not sure where it's going to happen around here, but I'm getting a bit hungry. So as usual, I think I might get something to eat. So I've just checked my PhotoPills app, and just to be sure, and the Milky Way core rises directly up behind the lighthouse from about this angle where we are now. I could probably move around a fair bit. So that's probably a good thing, because if I get the camera down fairly low, I reckon I can hide a fair bit of that wire barrier that's at the base of the lighthouse. And if I go further back there, I'll be able to include the lighthouse plus the other two smaller buildings. So I think it's a win-win-win situation. Yeah, and I think apart from that, I'll just search around here, but yeah, it's looking really good. It's easy to walk through here. Foreground looks great. I'm very, very happy. Well, just have a look at this. I could not have asked for anything better. Here I am, I've driven down onto this rocky section here. I'm only about, I don't know, 50, 60 meters away from the ocean down there. Lighthouse in the background. Have a look at it. I've got the car on a nice level sleeping platform, and I've got my jet boil going. So I think it's time to boil up a cup of tea. So I'll put some water in and away we go. I can't wait. I'll tell you what, it's not long until dark. The sun has set. There's a bit of, there seems to be oil refineries all around the place. There's a ship out there, there's a great big long pier. There's a gas plant over there. I hope they're not too bright. They'll probably have a heap of lights on, but anyway, it's a fair way off. and I'm going to be shooting that way. Ah, this is awesome, absolutely awesome. Okay, well, darkness has finally settled. Wow, that's pretty noisy, isn't it? I think I need to put some grease on those hinges. Yeah, darkness has finally settled, but it's not totally dark. There's a fair bit of glow from these refineries that are around the bay here. You can see the lighthouse over there. It's got a bit of a glow from that. So you can clearly see there's a big jetty down there. Goes into the main part of this is a gas plant or something down there. Not exactly sure, but there's a great big flame going there, which is reflecting on the car, as you can see. And of course, it's reflecting on my white coloured subjects down there. But it's still pretty dark. Beautiful clear sky. This is absolutely amazing. Okay, well, I'm down here and looking around. Due to the high ambient light levels here, the lighthouse itself and any of these buildings that are facing that orange glow on the horizon over there are almost impossible to shoot because of the high dynamic range problems. So I'm working on the lighthouse, but before that, I've got Orion over there in the western sky setting down on the horizon. And so if I turn away to the west and shoot these other two buildings, I can get pretty good results using that Orion as the background. And there is obviously the glow there, which is a sort of a golden glow on the horizon, which I don't really mind too much. But what I will be doing here is I'll be tracking a sky, an Orion sky. And I won't be doing it here because that sky over there is there's just way too much glow. So I'm just putting it out there. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a clear sky location somewhere, probably tomorrow night, and I'm going to track Orion sitting over there in the western sky and put it over the top of this scene. I'm going to put it exactly where it should be. I'm just not going to take that particular image here. But nevertheless, what I'm doing here is I'm shooting 20mm focal length. I can fit, for this particular shot, I can fit both of these little huts in. I think it looks pretty good. There's a gorgeous little, here we go, little pathway. See the pathway that leads up there to the other hut in the background. And it looks great when you illuminate the pathway and just illuminate the building. So I'm using my classic fine art light painting method here, and I think it sets itself up perfectly for that. So I'm going to do that, then I'm going to shoot the other building on its own with a similar background. So let's get to it. So I think you can see my challenge. Have a look at that thing. It is so bright. And look, the Milky Way's there right behind it. It looks magnificent. The sky is clear, just a light wind. So it's good conditions for shooting nightscapes. But that high dynamic range is killing me. By the way, the lighthouse is out of commission at the moment. That's probably why it's got the thing around the bottom. I can see that it's actually turning, but there's no light on. So must be something going on. But tell you what, with that gas flame down there, they don't need a lighthouse. Anyway, I'm going to attempt it. I'm just going to have to do some bracketing to vary my exposures and try and work out how I'm going to get that sky to come out. But I'll have a look and see what we can do. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Point Lowly Lighthouse adventure out here under the stars. Man, it was tough. That dynamic range difference on all the white buildings, orange glow coming from that flame over there at the gas plant. Very, very difficult conditions. But there's nowhere else I'd want to be. This is just a magnificent part of the world. And there's a few tourists here today visiting the place, but it looks like not very many people come here. It's a fair drive to get here, long way off the beaten track. But anyway, I think it was worth coming, and I'm pleased that you made the adventure here with me today. So thank you so much. My journey continues. Today, I don't know exactly where I'm going. Good weather. I'm just following the weather, to be honest. Anyway, follow me along and we'll see where we end up next time. You have a fantastic week. See you later.